Hello, hello. Welcome to the finals of the 216 podcast co-op Crosskeys. I am Fear Agent, and joining me today is the one, the only Sigma. How you doing?
Doing well, thank you. It's exciting to be here for the finals.
Yes, we had 6 rounds of group stage, and then top 4. Alaszun and Goomba were able to get past Zelga and Dr. Marty. I believe they went 2-0, and then Humbugh and Telethar beat Scholzer and Tedo in 3 games to get here. I think collectively, total, there's 3 losses total between the two of them over, 8 weeks now. So, really, really strong Crosskeys runner. Not only that, you co-op at whole upper wrinkle to it. So,
Yeah, this co-op Crosskeys seems to be a really chaotic mode for having to communicate things.
it is, co-op has been around for quite a while. The league runs a lot of co-op modes. Co-op is very dependent upon your communication, but so much so in Crosskeys, because not only do you got to keep track of the items that we need in every seed, but there's the keys and there's the entrances, and if you don't have good communication or a good way of communicating where all that stuff is, things can get a little dicey. So,
and we're off.
3 bombs is a nice start.
Yeah, I always feel weird about the bomb situation in Crosskeys.
Yeah, no Houlihan from either one of the teams. So it looked like Sync is over at Lumberjack, which is always interesting because you either going to need to defeat Aga 1 and hit it with the boots, or you get that other Hyrule Castle small, or you steal. You can always steal stuff. We see a big key on the library ledge there. Can't get that with no boots. So no Houlihaning from either team. So no early money. No, I guess with bombs it makes it a little bit safer to not Houlihan.
Unless they accidentally get flippers, they may just save Houlihan for when they check the useless fairy drop down.
That's true.
Which is what I would do.
So Quake there in the mushroom spot, and we see a logical access up to the mountain. Now the old man rescue isn't a logic, but I think these runners are good enough to do that. And there is the mushroom.
Still not quite used to Crosskeys though, so it's just like, oh, that's a terrible Aga requirement. But of course, this is Crosskeys.
Yeah,
so we're just gonna grab that right now.
Yep, totally. And that's actually beneficial for not having Houlihan because you haven't gone over to the potion shop yet. So now you're kind of incentivized to go over to the potion shop, turn that in, and then you can maybe grab a couple of bucks there.
Yeah.
I do want to shout out Trackers, Excalibur, and Lady Lorelinda. Thank you so much for tracking. A lot to pay attention to as 4 runners are in crazy different spots. And trying to figure out what entrances all of them are. So,
yeah, we'll see if we remember any of them.
Yeah. Mini Moldorm Cave is there, though we can't do anything. We don't have enough bombs or a weapon to kill those Mini Moldorms, but 5 items are just waiting there. There's the Smith House.
Yeah, it's like I said, the bomb situation is always precarious at the very beginning. I mean, Alaszun does have enough money to find a shop again.
Yeah, but he does have to find the shop. That's always frustrating when you have money. You're just like, okay, I just need bombs. Let me just find a shop here real quick. And then you see no shops, and it's just like, please, give me some bombs. But you see Alaszun going to go turn in that mushroom, though, and be able to do a couple of those quick checks. Ganon is over at the well today in Kakariko.
Always nice to see. We'll see. I'm still excited to see what if anything is that pyramid.
Oh right, yeah. Ice Palace is over at the potion shop. We see the C-shaped house in Kakariko. Half magic.
Half magic, nice.
Big fan of half magic, especially early on.
And an early Hera as well. Do you want to waste bombs here? You do.
No. Oh, he is.
Apparently, yeah, he does.
Okay.
So.
Money.
300, I would. Yeah,
definitely.
for sure.
Early money in Kakariko. All right, so here's the uncle at the useless fairy spot. Just gives us a heart piece.
Yeah, nothing exciting.
There's the old man rescue, and we get the GT
And we already have
big.
big.
Wow.
Alright, so here is up on the mountain where it belongs.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot found so far. Nothing progression-ish.
Yeah, Kakariko kind of empty. There is that bomb shop for Goomba, so he's able to pick up some more bombs up there on the mountain. So, the boots
on race game.
So now you're rushing every connector that you see. Normally, every runner has a different approach to tackling connectors. It's a little bit different when you're playing co-op because
early moon barrel.
Oh, that's really nice. But now with the incentive of the boots, it's like maybe we can get a connector there and grab those boots right away. So
yeah, or at least hope for an early mirror. And there's Samaria.
Wow, Goomba got a little bit earlier. Where was that Moon Pearl?
Moon Pearl was at library.
Okay, the library entrance.
Library entrance, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's Bonkrock's cave is the actual cave, but yeah, it's the library entrance.
I didn't see what connector Goomba came out of, but that's going to take him to Hammer Pegs and as a bunny and a Mets and a hook shot. Can't get out of there, so going to be a save and quit. Early Moon Pearl is always nice, though. There it is for Humbugh as well.
But hopefully, Jimmy and Chang will make their way over to Kakariko and finish their checks over there.
Yeah, they're not going to bunny walk before doing any of that stuff. I can't imagine.
Yeah, but you can get real sidetracked.
Sure. There's Humbugh picking up that half magic. So nice to have early on, especially when Cane of Samaria is your only weapon. We've seen anyone tackle that mini Moldrum cave yet, so there's 5 items just kind of sitting there north of Kakariko. I imagine Humbugh's going to get that pretty soon. Also picking up that free heart container in the back of the tavern is nice to have some early health.
Yep. Especially in co-op, like it's real easy to lag behind on health. In co-op. So
for sure. All right, Goomba taking care of the mini Moldrum cave first, and we see the Hyrule Castle entrance over there from Telethar.
And to answer your question, chat, we have not seen Bat Drop yet.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen Bad or Useless Fairy. I think those are the 2 that we're missing. Oh, yeah. The well. I don't think we've seen the well either. The 3.
Yeah, we haven't seen the well either.
More money, small key to Turtle Rock, and another small key to Ganon's Tower. So, not a lot of big value there in Mini Moldrum Cave, but nice to get it done early.
Yeah. Things we may need, though, or make things out easier.
Yeah, that single rupee and the single arrow.
Some things. Some things.
How likely are you to tackle Hyrule Castle with it being in Kakariko here?
I would if I had the cane. It's not too bad with the Cane of Samaria.
There's also
especially if you've grabbed half magic.
Yeah, there's also the added pressure of like, do I steal the key though because of where the escape is, right? It's behind Lumberjack. So maybe just do the first one and steal the key. I don't know.
Yeah, try and stay in logic a little bit. But it also depends on where. That's an early dam.
And an early
dam.
Yeah. Early dam is nice before you hit South Shore. Just kind of
otherwise, I will forget. That there is an item waiting for me down there.
Yeah, I remember watching. I think it was one of your first Crosskeys seeds. You left a sword.
It was my very first one.
Yeah, just left a sword there the entire time.
So. But everyone's just following everyone else right now.
Yeah, it's kind of clean up, getting the stuff that your partners kind of found. You know, get that half magic.
I might be getting something new on Alaszun's side, though.
Yeah, a little splash delete there. Always fun to see the little splash delete action. There's Agate Tower. Can't do that. Maybe. Can you kill? I don't know if you can kill those guards with Samaria.
Yeah, they take fighter sword damage, so you
Okay.
can kill them.
Just really
but-
slow.
Yes, very, very slowly. So
the big item they're looking for is the mirror, because if we've seen access to the Dark World, so one of the connectors took us to Dark Sank, and we know that the boots are over on Race Game. So as soon as you find that mirror, you're going to be rushing those boots. Or maybe you can find a connector there too.
Yeah, Yeah, but you gotta hope that there is a connector there.
Yeah. All right, Humbugh into oh no, he's gonna take one of these.
He's just gonna check where it takes us, which is fine. Hello, front of TR.
Yeah, we get one check here with the Samaria that we have, and Humbugh into the Dark World. There it is. So the front of Hyra Castle takes us to Dark Sank. So that early Moon Pearl, we can just immediately start checking all these entrances here.
Yeah, the world is the proverbial oyster now.
It really is. There's so much open. I think this is kind of what you're hoping for when you do a co-op Crosskeys, is less bottlenecky stuff. This gives each of the teams a chance to explore without a lot of crossover, get as much information as they can as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it's definitely something we want to see in the finals. You know,
chance to make decisions. Yep.
And I don't think we've seen Eastern area either.
No, nobody's headed to the Eastern. No one's headed to the South Shore. So
Mimic Cave.
No hammer. So Alaszun is going to give us the first look into the Eastern area. They still don't have the Moon Pearl, so they haven't done South Kakariko yet. Goomba's looks like he's heading there now-ish.
Yeah. Don't get distracted by any connectors there.
Yeah.
It's hard, especially in co-op. I feel like it's hard to not want to take them because the information is king.
Totally.
When you're playing with co-op. So, but this Dark World, and this is Fairy Ascension Cave. Still learning all of these names. So we'll see. I guess Humbugh is gonna at least find out what this big key is.
Yeah, I'd actually take it since they have the information of the boots. Desert. Oh, it says no. I'd be kind of inclined to take as many connectors as I can, just in case one of them drops me off at the race game. You know.
Yeah, I can understand though wanting to check out Village of Outcast first.
Sure. Yeah.
And if there's nothing there, maybe just come back.
That's true.
Well, we got to make it there first.
Oh man, everything hits hard in the Dark World, unfortunately, when you're on Green Mail.
Yeah.
Right, so Goomba and Alaszun getting that information about the boots there. Gonna pick up his Moon Pearl now.
All right. Have we seen South Shore? I don't know if I have.
No, I don't think we've seen South Shore yet.
No. There's the top side of this is not Fairy Ascension Cave. My bad. This is Spectacle Rock.
Yeah.
So that's the top of Spectacle Rock.
Was that over in Dark Death Mountain?
No, that was Mini Moldorm Cave.
Oh, okay. We see the mushroom or the potion shop. The mushroom turn-in was nothing, so you can let your teammate know you don't need that mushroom.
Yeah, and hopefully maybe get a free bet check out of it. If the bet is available early.
Yeah. This is interesting. I don't know if I agree with how much. Okay, he's leaving because he's gonna try to kill a Pokey here to get to Chain Chomps, but with just Samaria, I think that's gonna be pretty tough. So opts to just leave instead. I think that's smart.
And then you have to basically not get hit by the Chain Chomps at all.
Right.
So it's a rough go. It's a rough ask. It is technically in logic though. Well, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think It depends on if there's another entrance, right? Like,
Yeah, it does depend where the other entrances
yeah.
are, so we can't say for sure. I find the logic of Crosskeys fascinating.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. And with the lack of weapons, I'm feeling that half magic is
Oh,
going to
look at
pay
that.
dividend.
There's
Oh,
that glove. That's
glove.
huge. It's one of the reasons you kind of put South Shore off is you don't want to go over to the Ice Rod Cave or even towards the desert where there's rocks that you have to lift up for entrances. And so it's like, can I wait to get a glove until I do that? Now they've put everything off until it's like the last thing to do, and they are rewarded with the glove under the water there. So that's actually really nice. It allows you to
And now
get
Alaszun
clean
is
sweep.
gonna speed along and grab that.
Yeah.
All right. Has Nick Hare Basement Cage seen the dam?
They have.
Okay, good. So they just need to get back down
Go
there.
to South Shore, yep. Humbugh a little bit on the wild side there with one heart. Not as threatening when you're in the light world, but
Yeah.
and here we go. This is what we're talking about, how long it takes with the Samaria.
Yeah, it's a long time. Not something I would want to do. But sometimes required. Like,
Yeah.
that's some nice bomb drops, though. Take those.
Yeah, for sure. $20 is all we get for that first check in Agate Tower. It looks like Alason's going to start exploring the Dark World now. Nope. Never mind.
Well, we didn't
his
see what
glove
this
for-
right. Yeah, we didn't see what
wants
this
the
right
glove.
side was too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, yeah, I agree.
But yeah, he definitely should want his glove immediately. I mean, all it takes is being put out at a dark shopping mall once. Then you're like, oh no. Vanilla?
Oh yeah, it was vanilla. Yeah, you're right.
Fair enough. Maybe but I feel like we've seen that fairy before. That was a pyramid fairy.
Yeah. I think the other team had already gotten there.
And we just missed it.
All right, so here's the well over at the sanctuary drop down.
Sanctuary drop down.
Yeah.
Nice.
Glove coming in handy right away. Pod key, gonna need some of those. Probably would be my guess.
Almost certainly, right?
That's about it.
Yeah, it wasn't very worth. So now we're just missing the two trap doors. The useless fairy and
Magic bat.
magic bat. Which drop downs? What's the last drop down we haven't done?
Has anybody been to Hyrule Castle?
No, I don't think they have. That's right.
I think that's probably it.
Probably. Or maybe we saw it so early and have already forgotten.
Yeah, that could have. I mean, so much happens so fast early on in co-op Crosskeys that it's like really hard to catch it all. So again, shouts to our trackers, Pixcalibur and Lady Lorlinda, for keeping track of it all. It's so hard to pay attention to get it all.
Because certainly we will miss big things here and there.
Telethar gonna go with the bomb jump over instead of taking the logical drop and get spit out at Mini Mulder Cave. This is actually good for him. He can go grab his glove now. So I think then Useless Fairy then is at the pyramid, I think.
It would be real nice if Useless Fairy is at the pyramid.
That's one of those. Here's the thing about the pyramid is you never want to make the GT climb, right? Like,
right.
It just sucks. And if there's nothing behind the pyramid, it's almost like even less so want to make that check for those 4 items, you know? It's almost, I prefer having the well behind Graveyard Ledge or behind the pyramid, because then you're like, all right, well, at least I'm doing this for 9 items, right? Like,
it's fair enough. Yeah, it's fair enough. But at the same time, it can be nice to not have to think about it. So Oof, that was an unfortunate death for Alaszun there.
These are. We just saw Super Bunny from Goomba, but I didn't see what he picked up.
I did not either. I was watching Alaszun die.
Yeah, telethar are giving our first look at the Ice Rod Cave. We see desert right there, as Goomba comes out of desert, right?
Nothing useful.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay. So
Chris.
actually, Goomba was already over here. He just did Super Bunny and Ice Rod Cave, which took him to desert, right? So, okay.
Fantastic.
Super Bunny was nothing. Thank you, trackers. We do see that desert is a crystal from telethar.
The real question is like, where is everything?
I know. Where's the mirror? That's what I want. I want the mirror if I'm playing this seed. Basically,
yeah, mirror would be nice, but just progression in general would be fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, the glove is some nice progression. It's unfortunate though that all of the glove checks.
There's something.
What was it?
Got the hammer out of Desert Big, and it looks
Very
like
nice.
It doesn't. I don't know if Goomba has it. We don't have it tracked, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't have it.
This is some very early regular Dark World access.
Yeah, Moon Pearl Glove Hammer. Here we go. Alaszun going to give us our first look into the castle. I think he might be setting up a death. No, he's not in a death orb. What is he doing? He might be stealing the key though here.
Yeah.
The book. That is in logic. That first check in Hyrule Castle is completely logical.
Yeah. Now, he is stealing the key. But that's the thing that I don't want to reset.
Yeah. We could just take a death warp here. That way it's saved, right?
Yeah, and, low health. But stealing the key but not doing anything with it.
Okay, so it looks like our tracker is correct. Doom doesn't have the big key, so not getting the hammer information is pretty big. Mm-hmm. Where was that Desert Big? Because Alaszun doesn't have it either. Or yeah, where's Desert Big?
I don't remember seeing it.
Was it? No, it wasn't in Spec Rock. Oh, Humbugh taking a death on his way to Ice Rod Cave. Was it? Oh, it was Spec Rock. Okay. That's unfortunate there for Humbugh taking.
We know a couple of the entrances for that, including Moldorm Cave.
Yeah.
If you wanna take that particular painful route, but. Hammer. But as I was saying earlier, it's unfortunate the glove required entrances are all a little spread out.
Yeah. So. Picking up the ice rod there from Desert Ledge. That's always nice. The back of Desert is at Desert Left. It's always confusing when you're trying to convey entrance locations with your partner. It's like Desert back is Desert Left. Like make sure you actually mark that.
Yeah, you have to mark it correctly.
Yeah.
That's correct, but if you are bold, you could
what could you do?
You can't bomb your way the boots.
Yeah, you can't bomb your way over.
One day we'll have boots. Some mirror
yeah,
day.
just a mirror away. Pod is our green pendant. It's told to us by Sasha Rollin. And we have access to so many things.
Yeah,
so early. Is this hammer gonna hurt Goomba and Alaszun? Is the big question. When are they gonna get to that Desert Big, and then when are they gonna go to Desert Big? Like once you get it, it's not like you're
Yeah, it's not
you're in a rush. You're not rushing to that one item location usually. Especially being an ice rod cave area, I think it's like kind of out of the way.
I don't remember where the other entrances are.
Right, so
At least
Goomba
one of them, I think, goes out to the Dark World.
Yeah.
Sorry?
No. Goomba into there's a desert small that might incentivize Alaszun to get there, but he does need to get that big key. Goomba's gonna at least pick up his book. Let's see what he wants to do with this key here. If he's gonna continue or
They continue. I'm okay with this choice.
Splitting it up between the teammates.
Yeah. That way, unless it's like something really big, then you feel a little bad about it. But if it's something really big, you'll find that small key sometime soon. Hopefully. Where was Berna? Missed that.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of it all. There's another pod small though in the boomerang chest of Howard Castle. Okay, so Alaszun gonna get the desert big here. That's really good for them. And he's got the desert small, so he's way more incentivized to head over to desert because he can do the 2 checks on the right side. He can do the big chest, and that will get him the hammer.
Yeah, so they won't punish for this. That's a lot of checks, and there'll be some checks that Humbugh and telethar will be missing out on for a while. It's no problem.
Yeah.
And Berna was in Sasha's.
Oh no, Goomba setting up the death warp, picks up the heart piece, and gets the refill. Classic.
It's painful when it happens.
Yeah,
Thieves Town.
Sometimes things just don't go your way, and it's happening for Goomba and Alaszun a little bit here today.
With the powder. All right, so that's quite all right. But and then we have Bombos. We now have Ice Palace access.
We do not have Ice Palace access.
Hmm?
How do you use Bombos?
Oh, with a sword, of course.
Yes, we do not have a sword yet.
We will eventually, hopefully, see a sword.
I mean, we have to. Or else the seat's unbeatable, right? Like, there's definitely gonna be a sword. It's just where are they? I don't know. Right, let's check in Thieves Town. Just the compass. Nothing at the waterfall for us to find. Bombs could be useful, but not in a position that they're in here.
I don't think there was, other than the magic powder, anything of real note in the front of Thieves Town.
Yeah. Chess
It's our
game
first model.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen Sick Kid yet, though.
No, I do not think so. Gonna take a look at what Zora's given us. This isn't logical with that glove.
Nothing.
Just a heart piece. And Goomba gonna reset, save that cash.
Worthwhile.
Still, there's still. It's not like they're rushing desert. There's no reason to go rush back to desert. But are missing out on that hammer. So.
But the hammer, I mean, it's not giving us too much. I mean, other than an actual real weapon.
Yeah, I mean that is big, right? Like the only other weapon they have is the Cane of Burn and Cane of Samaria, which, while having half magic is useful, it's still limited.
Yeah, definitely gives Humbugh and telethar an advantage in speed. Where was Sick Kid? Oh, Arrow Game. Okay, I think it's hard to keep track.
Mm-hmm. Especially because it feels like the way it's set up, Alaszun is kind of in the telethar spot, Humbugh is in the Goomba spot. You know what I mean? Like where it could never be perfectly matched, but just the way randomness works. Dark Flute 5 for Sick Kid. Okay.
Dark Flute 5. Okay.
Of course, the person that doesn't have the bottle is the one that finds Sick Kid. But what are you gonna do?
Very expensive shop access.
Yeah. I'm trying to think where we need to go next. Catfish, Pyramid. That stuff's in Logic. Dark Potion Shop. I know we saw Skullwoods, so there wasn't much there. We're gonna pick up his Desert Pig. We saw the back of Desert. Can't beat it without a fire source, so that's not on the table yet. I don't think we've seen the drop down of Spec Rock, have we? I know we saw the two top entrances, but I don't think anyone's taken
No,
it.
nobody's left it. Yeah.
Unless somebody walked, saw it already. That's always a possibility. Upgrade Fairy from Alaszun using all that cash that he's got. Big fan of the early Upgrade Fairy.
Do you always go for bombs?
Yeah.
I feel like
30 arrows is like plenty, right?
The only time it matters, like if you're having to do an arrow viddy specifically.
See what I see? That's a boots access for telethar. Sorry.
Mirror on Pyramid.
Yeah. Yeah. Extra arrows for viddy, I agree, is nice. If that's all you have.
Yeah, if it's force.
Yeah.
But he doesn't seem to be rushing to boots, but I feel like this is a smart play.
Yeah, you continue the route. It's going to end at Catfish. He might do some of the water checks too, but then the play, after the save and quit, we're heading over to pick up those boots. We do see Blind Set here at the Dark Potion Shop, so another 5-item cave. See if you can get anything good here. The flippers. Okay. Oh, there's a Hyrule Castle small. All right.
All right. Possible worth.
Well, they won't really have to make a decision, right? Like they can just go to the back and not have to worry about. They go to the back and front and not have to worry about any key stealing shenanigans.
Yeah. Those flippers. Did we actually see what was in Waterfall Cave?
I think Goomba went in there. I think it was just like the bombable hut, or like the bomb refill room in Kakariko with the rats.
Restock house. Good name for it.
All right. Humbugh. Going to take this portal, and I imagine he's immediately rushing that mirror.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go. Speaking of quivers,
Catfish.
now we've got our bow. It really feels like Humbugh and telethar are just kind of on the line to get everything here. Getting that hammer, which gets them access to the mirror, which is now going to give them access to the boots. It looks like Alaszun, as long as he can survive this, will be able to sequence break for them this mirror.
I don't think we saw any connectors to this side of.
No.
The question is, will Humbugh take the detour to go visit Sick Kid real quick?
I don't think so. I think you just kind of wait for maybe the flute. It's such a trek for one check, especially when you know what the boots are.
That's true. The boots will make, if you have to make the trek faster later on. But
he's gonna pick up his flippers though. I think those are pretty important.
Yeah, when flippers and the bow.
Oh right. The bow, right? Catfish, that's pretty big too. And with the Eastern big, once we find Eastern, you can actually full clear it now too.
Yeah. But I feel in co-op you can make some of the more risky, weird one-off plays. Because if it's big, then it really pays off, and it doesn't. You're not losing as much time.
Yeah.
There must. How did Alaszun get over here?
He fake flippered over here.
He fake flippered. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's not going to check pyramid. Oh no.
I think he might walk out of here. I think he might just go catfish and then walk back.
Okay. Well,
You did
we
get the
shall see.
flippers now will make it a little bit easier too. And Goomba's going to get his flippers too, since you know that it's here. You can just get it. It makes travel that much easier. Especially now that, Alaszun just said, hey, here's the bow. Come get it.
Yeah, for sure.
The problem right there is the save and quit, right? Not only now does he not have the hammer, now he doesn't have the mirror either. So here comes the boots for telethar. Humbugh going to get his bow. Goomba going to get his flippers and bow as well. Let's see where Alaszun heads from here. So with boots now we've got access to 4 more locations.
There's 4?
Yeah, there's the 2 bonk rock, the bonk rocks, the Link's House bonk rocks, the bomb shot bonk rocks, and then King's Tomb, and here's Eastern.
And here's Eastern. Yeah, but we don't quite have. Oh, we do have, because we have the mirror now, of course. So yeah.
Don't know if it's pendant or crystal, but that doesn't really matter. We're just looking for stuff here, and it's fully clearable. So there was a big key. I think there was a big key on the library early on.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so this is big. Alaszun is going to get new information here on the right side of desert. We haven't seen this yet. This could be big. It's a small key to Meyer. No, not big. But the opposite. But it will get him the hammer, so that's going to be pretty good.
And 50 bucks, yeah. And the hammer will suddenly put into logic everything for him. So
Yep. Now though, when do they get to the pyramid? That's the big question.
Real isolated now.
Yeah, it's isolated. It's one item. You've already seen everything.
Goomba
on top.
might have heard that hammer and is like, oh, now this is all logic. Maybe I'll go back and check.
Yeah, this also gives them the pod area too, right? So.
And we'll see Sick Kid maybe from him then, because he has his bottle.
Oh, right.
Alright. How many digs are there?
Not a lot.
8 is good. A lot of seeds I've seen recently have had 1. Like 4 or 5 seeds, and I feel very jealous.
Oh, the Swamp Small.
Swamp Small.
Yeah, that's a big one. Everyone does have that Eastern big, so I think the Eastern is just right here by the boots, right? So I imagine everyone's just going to do it at this time. Humbugh will have the information, like, how far do I go? Do I need to do Eastern Palace big key chest? With that mirror, Goomba's deciding, do I go to the pod area or do I go get my boots first? What do I do? I think he's going to get his boots. He's going to get his hammer first, maybe?
Hammer and boots. Like, gotta get them both, right?
Well, hammer is they're like the opposite sides of the world, so I don't know. I think you do boots first. All right, Eastern Palace big key chest. What's it going to be? Oh,
a sword.
No. I guess you're getting that, right? Like you don't want to skip that.
Yeah,
that sucks. It's like that's a terrible spot for it, but I think you gotta get it. Nice to see the splash delete from Goomba when he's got the flippers. That's always fun.
Old habits.
Yep. You pick up items and you're communicating, you're trying to keep track of everything. It's hard to remember when you pick up something like flippers when you've been fake flippering. There's a lot of times where I'll pick up a sword after an hour and a half, and it's like I forgot that I had a sword because I've been doing it this whole time. So
yeah.
What do you think? Eastern, a pendant, or a crystal?
Well, statistically, it's got to be a crystal, right? But I have a feeling.
I wish that's how it worked.
I wish that's how it worked too. I have a feeling it feels very pendenty to do today.
It does feel very pendenty. I think that's a good word for it.
There's too many useful items here.
Yeah. Humbugh's like, hurry up, man. kill him fast, so I need to know whether I need to come back or not. And telethar messing up the quick kill, just to prolong it a little bit longer for his teammate.
Couldn't quite get the quote. 100
is a
rupees and a
crystal.
crystal. So,
Okay.
yep, gotta do it.
I'm really surprised Goomba isn't picking up the boots yet, or the hammer.
Yeah, it's certainly a choice. I mean, there's
getting
so
this
much things
information
to
is-
do, but
Yeah, getting this information is definitely good, but
Meyer.
if you had the boots, you could go into Meyer.
Have we actually seen any of the checks yet from Boots? No.
I don't think so. Is that our first
we're
look
gonna
at
get it
Paradox?
I think so.
Okay,
I
so he's good.
didn't see Paradox before.
Yeah, Goomba just saw Paradox. I don't think we've seen any of that yet. Nothing in the bomb shop Bonk Rocks. We'll see if the Link's House Bonk Rocks have anything.
Oh wait, did our trackers miss the mirror, or does Goomba not have it yet?
No, Goomba has it. He
Okay.
was the one that found it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So swamp here at the Link's House Bonk Rocks. We can only do 2 checks since we don't have the hook shot. No, we can actually go further, but do you want to go further? No, is the question without the hook shot.
Yeah, we can do more than 2 checks.
Yeah, you can go all the way left side, but without the hook shot, it really sucks. So,
Becky messing with your brain there.
Yep. Yep. It was backwards. I had it backwards.
I don't know. It's always a gamble, right? But it feels real bad these days to go to swamp without a hook shot.
I think because of the location, it's right at the start of Link's house that it's not a bad skip, right? Like you can always just kind of get back to it. Here's that library big key that we talked about earlier.
And we're getting magic back from Alaszun.
Oh, the
Misery Mire is.
That's full clearable now too. Not in logic without the fire source, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a lamp there.
Always where you least expect it.
Yep.
We're gonna get a hover from Humbugh here.
Yeah, I didn't know he hovered. Hera map.
Yeah, that's correct. It's it's beatable, but
Sure.
we would leave 2 checks.
Man, look at that.
It's pretty
that's
smooth
nice.
hover.
Yeah.
Second try.
Ordered with the
I
blood
can't.
in it.
Absolutely no way at all. So. Yeah. Consider caring about if a dungeon is fully completable. Or is in logic is never something that's going to happen in Crosskeys. Anyways. And what is it? 10 arrows.
10 arrows.
Unfortunate. Nothing of value to be found here.
All right. Now boots for Alaszun and Goomba have the exact same.
Maybe we should do that. Maybe they just forgot. It's easy. Easy.
No,
to
I think it was just like it's kind of out of the way. Let's do the stuff that's kind of here. I think what was it, Skullwoods and Desert as a 5/6.
Yeah. Did anyone actually check what was inside left side house?
I don't.
I don't think so.
I don't know. All right, Paradox Cave, which we didn't go back for. And there's our fire rod. All right, so what are we looking for? Hook shot, possibly?
Probably.
And then some big keys, like
some big keys, and at
we don't-
least one more sword.
yeah, one more sword. Hype Cave. We may have seen this. There's another bottle there. Oh, the
And
mitts. Castle Tower Small. Oh, there's another sword in the back of Hype Cave. So there's our second sword.
Nice.
I'm really curious why Goomba didn't do Paradox. Did he get spit out of a connector or die or something? Because I know he saw the top, right?
He did.
Huh.
Gonna find out now, though.
Yeah, Alaszun's here now. I'm gonna pick up those mitts. Gonna get that information.
Mitts and fire rod, both very valuable for them. Yeah,
So, Ice Palace is now on the table, right? Like,
yeah, for sure. Doubly for sure.
Yeah, no big key, no small keys, but that's not going to stop you from beating it. Meyer, we can finish. Get the big key to Turtle Rock. We haven't seen Laser Bridge yet, so I don't know about.
I don't think we've seen anything but the top entrance.
Yeah, it's true. Which we have access to those right side checks now with that fire rod.
Yeah, and yes, we do need the big key to still kill Trinex.
Right.
But
again, we don't know what our pendants are yet. So we know Eastern Desert, Skullwoods, and what was the other 5-6? Desert and Skullwoods are 5-6.
Yeah,
so,
5-6. And Eastern, we just know by virtue of clearing it.
Yeah, so we still need to find out what our last two pendants are. Take a look at Ether Tablet, small key to Turtle Rock. It's decent information to have if we have to go through. We talked earlier about chain chomps being in logic and stuff, and
maybe
the seed might force you to use those keys.
Wait, no, Crosskeys I think uses simplified key logic, so I think it's always required to be 3.
Yeah, well, I don't know, because I've been told that if you have access to the left or right side entrances of Turtle Rock, you have logical access to chain chomps with no keys.
Yes, yeah, but we haven't seen either side yet. We've only seen the top.
Right.
So chain chomps is not accessible without 3 keys from the top.
Right.
So
yeah, what I'm saying is it'd be interesting if, in Crosskeys, usually you're looking for maybe one Turtle Rock key, maybe because of the way the entrances usually lay out. But it would be interesting if all of them are locked behind those keys. Like you actually have to go through Turtle Rock, sort of a vanilla way. I think that would be interesting.
It would certainly be a rare seed. But it'd be an enjoyable seed to see. But
yeah,
also means people would very much less location that. Because who's going to do that?
And I think speaking of Turtle Rock, right, there's telethar going on at Turtle Rock right now.
Fair enough.
It's interesting that Alaszun didn't do Eastern when he was there to get the boots. I guess they just didn't want to be in the dungeon at the same time.
I guess not. That's a Thieves Town big on
Smiths.
So
that's another clearable dungeon. We have seen Thieves Town.
It may mean that mitts are hard required for this seed.
Yeah.
Maybe. Only if Thieves Town is a crystal. That would be also a rare seed. It's very rare to see mitts actually required.
Yeah.
And Crosskeys. But
well, Smiths, once something's on Smiths, then those keys are required, which happens more often than you think.
Yeah, it's true. And also purple chest is behind that as well.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there could be something in the back as well. Thank you, chat.
Yeah. Is there? We haven't seen this, right? We haven't seen the back of Escape yet.
No, we have not. This is our first into it.
Okay, so left side of Turtle Rock is Bumper Ledge. You mirror, and that takes you to Spike Cave. And with the stuff that we've got, Spike Cave is in logic. So Telthar's going to do it.
Yeah, got it. You got it right.
Yeah, especially with the location, it's not convenient at all.
All the
pod small,
possibly skippable.
Possibly. Nice Turtle Castle dungeon map there.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything of value back there.
No. So I think the only thing of value in Howard Castle at all was that book, which
didn't require a key.
Yeah, it didn't require key, and Humbug and Telethar both skipped out on. So
Yeah. And we don't know if that book was valuable.
yeah, it unlocked a Turtle Rock small on the tablet. It was only we've seen, I think, so far.
There, yeah. We haven't seen Bombos yet, and we have other ways of accessing
The front of the
desert.
desert.
So,
yeah.
All right, and that's another crystal for Humbug. And
Yeah,
then,
having half
fight so fast
Yeah,
that I
half
didn't have time
magic.
to say anything about it.
Half magic and a fire rod is going to do that. Even without half magic, you can make it pretty fast. Just don't miss any shots. Alaszun going to take on Moth, which we do know is a crystal here.
Mm-hmm.
Nice
The
hammer
other
strats.
the other 5/6 crystal. So Pyramid Fairy entrance is in logic.
Where was the pyramid though, or the bomb though? Like I think wasn't it up on the mountain? Like I don't think they have a way of getting the bomb
Was
off
it
of
up
the
on the
mountain.
mountain?
I think so. I think it was Paradox Top. I think was the location.
There must be a way. There must be a connector that they can take.
No, you can't take it in that. You can't take it. You can't take it with you through a connector.
You can't take it through the connector.
No, you need a flute.
You need a flute. Okay.
Thieves' pendant. Okay. Humbug in Ice Palace.
Thieves being a pendant makes going back there a little less valuable now.
Oh, yeah, and here's Laser Bridge.
Very nice. Like a good laser bridge.
All right. Alaszun into Eastern, gonna get his crystal, gonna get his sword. I imagine. I don't think he can skip that. Look how bad, even how bad it is. I think you gotta grab it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that flute. So
there. Okay.
There it is. Yep, there it is.
I don't know what much else we're looking for though.
Yeah, it all depends on where our last pendant is, right? Like,
right.
If Swamp is a pendant, then we don't need the hook shot. If Turtle Rock is a pendant, we don't need the Turtle Rock big. Ice is clearable. Thieves' Town is clearable. We can't clear Hera yet without a hook shot or the big key. Myers clearable.
All right, Alaszun getting all his stuff, all the useful stuff. Now everyone's on Master Sword.
Yep. I don't know if Humbug went back and hit the switch, but I really hope he did. Does not have the big key. Okay, good.
That's
quick. The menace of quick swapping.
It was a fine quake. Absolutely fantastic.
Also, pulling the tongue didn't need to do that. Was that the Hera small?
It was a key to somewhere.
Yeah, I think it said Hera. I think it was the small.
Still, I mean, Hera small is okay. Getting confirmation for Chad. It was the Hera small, which is a very baity kind of.
Yeah, it's a one-off check that takes forever out. Do you really want to go out of your way to do it? I don't know.
I mean, Hera is fairly accessible. But no, we have not seen Pod. But not much being found here otherwise in an Ice Palace.
Any chance you skip Iced Tea here?
No. You need too many keys still.
Yeah.
Especially from Humbug and Telethar's perspective. They're missing a ridiculous number of keys. Potentially, anyways.
Yeah.
I would have probably tried to have done the bomb jump, but I don't remember how many. Oh no, he only
didn't have
one
any
key,
keys,
so he couldn't have.
He had to go. He had to go this way.
Yeah.
The gate. I think we saw bumper ledge connector, but I don't know.
I don't remember which side.
Yeah, I don't know where it was, and we don't have I mean, that's our first way through it anyways, since we don't have the hook shot. So.
Yeah.
Sigma, what's our last pendant? What do you think? What's your prediction?
If I had to guess, it feels like it's going to be Ice Palace, to be perfectly honest. Feels like this seed wants to require hookshot. and make you work for it.
Okay. I think it's gonna be Meyer. I think Meyer's our last pendant.
We will find out well, not shortly, but we'll find out for
Sooner
Ice,
rather than
Ice
later.
Palace at
Yeah.
least.
Goomba gonna give us a look at the right side of the front of Turtle Rock. We haven't seen this yet since they just picked up that fire rod. All right, cold stare down, nicely done. Gets a compass for the reward, and it
it's
is a crystal.
So, I mean, good progress means.
Yeah.
But there was nothing really of value here. But I have a feeling we won't see Telethar go there until they find the big key.
Yeah, there's no reason to rush it for sure.
Unless Harris Mall is something real big.
Have we seen? We haven't seen Ganon's Tower yet either, right?
No, it's very odd. It's a bulk of our available checks, probably. Although left side is very much hookshot locked. But
the flute was at Laser Bridge, is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was
where was
top
Laser
chest
Bridge?
Enterprise. I did not actually see where it was. You said, "Oh, there's Laser Bridge."
I just saw Laser Bridge. I had no idea how we got there though. There it is. Turtle Rock is our last pendant, so we do not need the Turtle Rock big key in theory. That doesn't necessarily mean there's nothing locked behind Trinex or the big chest, but
big chest, yeah.
We don't need that pendant in theory. I'll say that.
Yeah. The long way.
Yeah, Goomba just did this too. So what do we need then? That gives us the information. We do need the hook shot. That'll give us both Swamp Palace and Hera.
Yeah. Or the Hera big could be locking hook shot.
Yeah, that's also a possibility.
Gross.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's it. A hook shot would be go mode.
A hook shot would be go mode, yeah, for sure.
So left side swamp, just go get the vanilla hook shot.
Right, absolutely. It's there. I have a feeling that if you're gonna have to dip it the normal way, you're gonna wait for the big key. Oh, the big key is also there, but with Specky and Diver down, like with going to Swamp Palace these days, without a hook shot is real low priority.
Yeah. So where's the hook shot?
Unfortunately, it could be a lot of different places.
It could be a million places. Telthar's going to give our first look at the second chest in Castle Tower. We don't have to kill Aga 1.
And I think it could even be on chat's favorite place.
It could be Pedestal. There's the Swamp Big. Oh, there you go. The Swamp Big. It's that's
well,
what,
there was Bumper Cave. Bumper Cave
checks.
is at Luck Ferry. Or Bumper Connector, I should say.
Okay.
But they don't have the cape. Yeah, the more and more big keys are becoming less valuable as tricks are found. So
back of Thieves Town is a possibility. I mean, there's so many places for this hookshot to be. Yeah. But that's all Humbugh and Telethar need, and I think they know that. I don't know if Goomba and Alaszun know that yet.
I'm not keeping track of maps, that's for sure.
We have all of Misery Mire too, which no one's done.
Yeah, we definitely now have all of Misery Mire now.
Okay, so here's pod entrance, which was, I believe, the back of Skull Woods.
Okay. A terrible place for it. Humbugh getting his flute.
Yep. See if Alaszun can get these hovers. Decent start.
I don't know if I spend the key there with only 3 and having a bow.
I think with it being a pendant, I think this is smart. Just open everything, except for maybe you have to choose between this or Harmless Hellway.
Yeah.
I was rewarded with the blue mail.
I mean, I would say co-op, that's a real nice find, but he's got 13 arts.
He sure does. He sure does. And we talked about how it can be separate. You know, one person can usually find a lot of the heart pieces and the other person's kind of stuck. They both have,
Humbugh is-
11, so they're both pretty good. Alaszun opening up Turtle Rock.
What could it be? It's Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah. Could this be the hook shot?
Yeah, now we're basically just waiting for
Where's that nice bowlock bow? Yeah.
Yeah, bowlock and ether. Okay. That is nice, but not necessary.
Definitely take it, especially since you're on Master Sword, though.
Yeah, no, I take it every time.
Yeah.
But just make sure. I think it's true for both teams, though. All they need is hook shot at this point.
Alaszun going to give us our first look into Meyer. I like this spot for a hook shot.
Pretty common one.
There's our Turtle Rock big. Gosh.
Not something you want to see.
No.
So telethar here.
Another big key.
The key to this dungeon. Oh no. This is clearable.
He doesn't have any more keys.
Well, he spent his keys.
Yeah, he didn't, you don't want to clear it anyways. It's not in logic without 6, so.
Do you think telethar will take the moment here to check Ped?
Maybe. There's another pod key in Meyer.
The Meyer key on... Oh, well, we've already seen that. Never mind.
Yeah. All right. The Maze of Palace of Darkness. Do you have our hook shot? It's in Swamp, right? Just go Swamp. Oh, there's
third
a sword. Yeah, definitely take that.
It definitely feels like it could be in Swamp. Early hammer. Early-ish hammer.
Yeah. Okay, so there's only 2 checks left in Pod. 3 with the green pendant, but
Harmless Hellway and the boss itself. Yep. And he is going to check. Let's find out. Rupees.
Not all right.
No Ped today. That's perfectly okay with me.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, Goomba and Alaszun had that Thieves Town big for a while since they did Smiths pretty much right away, and they saw there was a pendant, so they never kind of went back to it. But that doesn't prevent a pendant from having our go mode items. So
it can literally be anywhere, except for where it can't be.
It can't be the back of Swamp, right?
Yeah, and that's pretty much the only place it can't be, and it can't be in a couple checks in GT.
Yeah.
Speaking of.
Well, there we go. So Ether was in... Where was that? He just picked it up.
Ether was the bridge
pod?
Chest. Yeah, bridge chest.
Oh, pod. There's the Harabig. Which could also lock our...
Yeah.
So we legit are now, for real, hookshot from Go mode.
Yeah. Even if you couldn't do any of these tricks, you would still be about ready to go. Tile room, always fun. Also a good fight from Goomba there for Ice Palace. But even I guess now that we're only a hook shot from Go, it feels like Telethar and Humbugh have done more though.
Yeah.
But it's weird because I'm pretty sure it's actually technically true that Alaszun and Goomba have done more. But they put off some boots that, put off some things. Yeah.
All of the big keys are now showing up, by the way. We just got the Ice Palace big key there in Tile Room.
Humbugh and Telethar must know that it's the I
Yeah,
guess
it's hard to tell.
It's hard to
Oh,
tell.
there's a hook shot. There it is,
Oh.
right side of GT.
Right side of GT.
And
And a lamp.
Nice. Okay, so that is go
They're
mode,
in
whether
go
they
mode.
or not for Humbug and telethar.
They know now.
So
Because
okay, so you have to go to the back of Skull Woods to get the pod to get Ether, right? That's where Ether was in pod.
Yeah, Ether was in pod.
Okay,
Bowlock side.
to get to GT to get the hook shot and I mean, if you weren't allowed to sequence break Hera, also the Hera big. So
Well, that's quite a bit.
Goomba's on his way back to pod though, so this is good for them. But I think Humbug and telethar are just in too good of a position at this point.
Yeah, I mean they know that this is because telethar did that map check right there and saw Thieves Town was the defendant. So
I don't know if they've seen Meyer. I think they might still need to try to find Meyer. I don't know if either one of them saw it. Does Humbug get the sword? That's another question. Is the sword is in the maze, and you're not really going to open anything else here. So do you go grab?
this is the finals.
Sword?
To answer a question in chat, this is the first game of finals. I hope he gets it. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's not that much of a out of your way for Humbug to get it.
Yeah. I think I would pick it up. So
Yeah, it's really a bomb yump away.
yeah.
So like, I just learned how to do that the other day. The auto stairs. It's a very exciting glitch.
Alaszun really wants to save those. He's got 24 arrows. I feel like I'd head to the right side and just start popping those eyes since there's only 3 left.
Mm.
He already took a death, so he can't take another one here because he just used his fairy.
Gotta be very cautious.
Yeah, it looks like telethar is still looking for Meyer.
Yeah, but now they're just an entrance search. For
Yeah.
them. Like they don't need to check any chests. They don't need to.
Yeah, you have half magic, tempered, silvers. You have everything that you want.
Yeah, for sure.
There's nothing else that you can actually find that'll be helpful.
Yeah.
And you see, there's Graveyard Ledge. Don't need it. Just that's not Meyer. Let's go. And Humbug on his way to get his hook shot. I think you grab the lamp too. It's right there. It's free.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Gonna do
this is unfortunate because it's literally like right there. He just has to jump down. But I think that's the right call. Like,
I'm sorry, I'm talking to myself for a second there. Yeah, I mean, it's a long check, and Humbug still has to catch up.
Yeah.
So, and once Humbug catches up, he's doing all the checks that you haven't done yet. So, it's a good call. It's a good co-op play. Probably not a play you would see in normal Crosskeys.
yeah, I mean, Meyer was just right there. He doesn't know that obviously, but it's just unfortunate because you're spending all this time to do this, and then it's not the answer.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what it is though. I can't think it's anything valuable.
I mean, we have everything, so I can't imagine it being anything valuable at all. Yep.
Yeah, just a house. All right.
Bad little house.
But when will they be back to the mountain?
Where
Now.
was Laser
No.
Bridge?
I still don't know.
Because that's the flute, and that's a big item that Alaszun and Goomba are missing, just as far as mobility.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of where they haven't been. Aga 1 entrance spot.
Aga 1 up on the count. Oh man. again, like
Yeah,
this one
when
location spots, right?
yeah, when they were up there, they didn't have a way to access it.
Yeah. So now we're just
No.
rushing dungeons on Humbugh and Telethar side.
Mm.
Telethar,
Dungeons and entrances.
where is Meyer? He's just saying, where is it? Come on, man.
You'll find it soon enough if he stays up here.
Yeah. It's right here. It's right here, I think. Yep.
Yes, yep, and he's off. All right, so now they have all the information they need. They are in true go mode. And
there's nothing else. You don't need a sword. It got tempered. You don't need sobers. Got those. Or don't need to find sobers. I have magic early on, so
wait for Alaszun and Goomba to find GT. I think.
Yeah,
think they've been in
which
there.
is not as easy to do when if they had the flute, you could do what Telethar did and just kind of flute over there, right? Like, makes it a real quick, easy check. But now they're gonna have to take the connector over to the Meyer area. I think there is, and it's old man. Okay. Yeah. The problem is they're behind, right? They're behind, and they're still looking for the items, whereas Telethar and Humbugh are
in full mode, yeah. This is absolutely their race to lose now. Like, there's no. It would take quite a bit for them to catch up, which is unfortunate, but.
What is fortunate is it's game one, right? There's
absolutely
still a whole nother game to play after this.
So nothing is decided, but you'll probably be one thing that's probably decided. You'll probably be hearing Fear Agent there as well.
Monday, I think is game 2.
All right. Got Humbugh doing Hera. These dungeons are all over the place.
They really are, which makes that flute so much nicer to get. Goomba picking up that flute now.
Yeah.
And with silvers, Vidified is nothing. Even with tempered, you can just do the NMG strats, which Telethar is doing. Doing real quick.
No reason to waste the arrows. If you're that good at the NMG strat.
Yeah.
Shovel.
Alright, so Telethar still needs to do ice and swamp. Humbugh needs to do mire and looks like Skullwoods.
There was something important that was hookshot locked.
I think maybe the cape. I don't think it was that important.
No, not that important. Okay.
Like
Goomba must have the ice rod. I don't think we've seen this, so I guess we'll see what's on there. Obviously, we know it's nothing important.
Yeah.
But this is at least going to be a quick kill for him.
Jinxed it.
I did. Commentator's curse.
Yeah. All right, so Alaszun and Goomba are going to be hitting go mode here shortly with Alaszun in GT now.
Yeah. I was almost concerned that Alaszun was going to go all the way to map chest.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a long way to go for a single check. Oh, no!
Oh, he left? Why?
That's painful. Was there something? Oh, you got the hair big.
Oh, okay. So they must not know. Well, no, he just got the pendant off of Turtle Rock, and they know these. Now they've got to know that that's not go mode.
It is progression.
So they're thinking that hookshot is maybe behind.
Yeah, but you're already there. I mean, and you have You have fire rod. Why not just go check those 4 chests?
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to commit to going all the way back to Ice Armos.
Maybe that's just the thinking, right? Like if I'm going, I'm not stopping until I go all the way to Ice Armos. And so instead of that, I'll just go do Hera. And maybe by the time I do that, Goomba can then
Check it out.
Yeah.
So, all right, and just a very quick dungeon cleanup from Humbugh and Telethar.
Yeah.
And then it's just a flute to Kek, and we're done.
Yeah, dropping down to the well. Say hello to Ganon.
Where was Back of Skull Woods? It's all Humbugh has
pretty
left.
Yeah, it's like pretty free. I want to say it was early on, somewhere like in Kakariko or something.
And
I really like this Hollow Knight MSU. It's one of my favorites. Even though I've never actually played the game.
it's got a real chill vibe.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna find a lot of chill vibes in games like that because they're frustrating to play.
Apparently, Humbugh's already done Skullwoods. So
he's already done Skullwoods. Okay,
Yeah.
my mistake.
Yeah. Here we go. Ready to fight Ganon.
Have you ever tried that? Like when you first saw that, did you try to hum with your nose pressed?
Of course.
All right. Very quick.
Yeah.
Was that a 1-1?
1-1. Yep. Very clean 1-1 from Humbugh there, and joining him shortly is going to be.
He's got to do swamp.
Oh, we still need swamp. Okay.
Yeah. Never made it in, but it's going to be a very quick swamp for him.
Yeah.
So he won't be too terribly far behind.
And it's going to be very fast with these silver arrows. Gets one in. Nice spot for a double. I don't think you need triple here. Being too high up, but there it is.
Very nice.
GG's in chat for Humbugh. The Nick in the Nick Hera basement cage.
That not quite what their name is.
Nick Hera basement cage, isn't that their name? Yeah.
Isn't it? Oh, it is. It sounded like it was backwards. You said Hera
basement? No. I got it right. All right, so that's a finish from Humbugh, and Telethar just needs to kill Argus and then do the same.
That was quite a mood change on the music.
way more intense. Yeah. All right, Alaszun back into GT now. Going to get that hook shot, and that will put them into go mode. And all he has left is Swamp and Hera. And then Goomba's got a bit of catching up to do still.
Yep. So they'll be getting their information. Well, they're getting their information after Humbugh is already cleared, of course.
Yeah.
But
interesting scene though, right? Like they had access to so much so fast.
Yeah, it was. It made it harder to pay attention to everything, but
Sure.
I bet it was real fun for them.
Yeah, it was hard to. It was. Everyone had different places to go. There's always something to do. You're never really bottleneck, and it allowed for teams to separate.
Yeah.
And for Humbugh and Telethar, just their route worked pretty cleanly, getting the hammer and then getting the mirror and getting the boots all early.
Just missing the lamp.
Yeah. Doesn't care about. I mean, he's got swamp left, so no need for the lamp.
Well, I mean, he doesn't know, but
sure.
It's just funny because he did go grab that third chest, but not the fourth one.
Not the fourth
be
one.
bothered.
Yeah. Sure. All right, Telethar on again, and that will seal up the victory here once he puts his 4 arrows into the pig. See if he can get the 1-1.
that's good. Alright, there's one. Dash threats is pretty guaranteed.
Not always. Not when I'm doing them.
Probably not when I'm doing them either. Alright.
But
yeah, it gets the 1/1. Sorry. And it's only a few warps, which is pretty nice. So he will be clearing out within the next minute or so. So I have to ask you, because obviously I've never played co-op. From your perspective, when you see that first done, how are you? Is it really intense? It must be, right?
It is, especially when you see the first done and you don't have your go mode, then you feel pretty bad. If you're close, then it's definitely, if you're on go mode and it's either done, it's just try to remain calm.
I don't know if that's possible, but it's definitely try.
Yeah,
all right, and get your GGs in chat for Telethar, and congratulations to Humbugh and Telethar for game 1.
That was a good one. Let's see if we can get those guys in here to chat a little bit about the race. See how they felt about things. 119.
119. It's quite a fast seed, and we are joined by both Telethar and Humbugh. Hello.
Hello.
As far as co-op seeds, that seems like a more enjoyable sort of seed, right? You had access to a million things right away, and lots of decisions to be made. So, how did you guys feel about that seed overall?
So, in my experience playing these, when you have a lot open early, does not equal enjoyable. That equals headache for me, and more work for Telethar. So,
why more work for Telethar?
Because apparently I die everywhere.
That's right.
So he just has to do everything. He just has to go into every entrance. 104 collection rate, by the way.
Very nice.
That's
you had that
low collection rate.
I mean, you were right in the Dark World really early with only 4 hearts. Everything hits like a heart in the Dark World. So
it does, and there's also I get a lot of information from my partner, and I need to track it, and I need to walk, and there is a heckin' moblin just walking into my face.
Yeah.
And then the crabs. I mean, we all know how crabs work.
Sure.
But it felt like everything fell your guys' way.
Yeah.
You guys were just the first to all the big progression items. Like you guys got to the hammer first, or you got to the mirror first, you got to the bow first, the flippers first.
Did they find desert before hammer or before big key?
They did not have the big key. Yep.
Yeah.
They went to the desert without the big key. So
that's what I felt like was the sort of when I felt like, this is probably the turning point. The mirror kind of sucked, but I felt like they probably would get that because
they actually got the mirror before they got the hammer.
Yeah, exactly. Like us getting the hammer just got us the mirror early because we just had normal Dark World access, and you could just walk to the pyramid.
Yep.
So it's fine, but yeah.
And then the mirror kind of locked up the seed. It felt like.
Yeah, and then did you guys know you were just looking for a hook shot, or what?
We didn't know what go mode was, and I found GT, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna full clear the basement, I guess. And then I was like, wait. And then Humbugh found the Thief's Town big key, and I'm like, wait, what do we actually need for go mode?
Yeah.
And then we're like, well, maybe just this depends on pendants, and then I left and did a map check. It's like, okay, once I got the hook shot, we can beat every dungeon mode.
It was funny that the Hera big was there as well, just to make sure if you can't Hera pot, well, here you go. You can also do this. But yeah, it was a hook shot search for the viewers and us for quite a while. And you guys again just kind of got to back of Skull Woods faster than they did, which got you ether, and then you were able to check that right away, which got you GT, and then hit the go mode. So.
Yeah, we didn't have that many. Like we still knew we were missing GT and Meyer. We just didn't have that many entrances left. There wasn't really density outside of those. So,
Did you like
it
the
was-
Meyer location, Telethar, as you fluted away with the red bomb?
Yeah, I mean, I checked every entrance in the game. So.
Yeah, GG's is a very, very fast seed for you guys. How are you feeling after winning game 1?
I mean,
Are you ready for game 2?
No.
yes and no. I mean, this mode is against really good teams. It feels very coin flippy.
Yeah.
Like there's just so many decisions to make that it can be so impactful because of because of the split items as well as limited information of Crosskeys in general. Like
It's not just a question of when do you go there. It's also a question of when and who goes there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crosskeys in general is like, oh yeah, you went left instead of right, so you're 20 minutes slower. That's like already a meme of Crosskeys. And then like now you're combining the fact that you don't always have your opponent or your partner might have the item, and then you're like, oh, I did 12 checks in pod, but left the big chest because I didn't have the big key, and now we just last locate that. So
Yeah.
it's really hard to be super consistent in this.
Well, I mean, you guys have done it, right? You have, what, 2 total losses in the tournament so far?
Yeah, I mean, someone's got to someone's got to go, like, someone's got to reach the end.
Mhm.
So we'll see. I mean, I feel like we're a strong team for sure. I love the mode.
You're all right. I'll say you're all right.
You guys seem to delegate work to each other fairly well, is what I would say from watching you today. There was rarely never a time where you guys were trailing each other or following or doing the same thing at the same time.
Like, usually I attribute all of that, honestly. Like, maybe not all of it, but a lot of it to telethon. This time, I'm attributing that to my deaths. But I'm being semi-serious. Like, me dying just put me enough behind that telethar could do most stuff before I could even get there.
Yeah.
Like Eastern, he could confirm it was a crystal. He could get to pod and just do everything before I even had the thought of going there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's what makes it a good team, though, right?
You don't want to die, but
Sure.
it quote unquote helps, sort of.
Yeah.
Which is strange.
And also, does he help keep you sane so you don't go, like, when you have those, like, deaths that can be super frustrating, tilting can kind of, like, calm you down a little bit?
Absolutely. I got tilted by the crab death because I felt that was unfair. But yeah, for sure. Like just having someone else there talking to you helps a lot.
And we're
Yeah.
joined by Alaszun, and GG's to you as well. And Goomba just finished on stream as well.
GG's, guys.
Yeah, GG's.
GG's.
So the story of the seed, obviously, you just ran it, and you don't know what your opponents did, but it just felt like you guys were a little bit behind to get into every big progression item. You guys were later to the Moon Pearl. You were late to the hammer. In fact, you guys got the mirror, I think, before you even got the hammer to put it on logic. But
yes, that is true.
how were you feeling as you guys kind of went through the seed?
This was a really hard seed to evaluate. I don't know if I don't tell Leonard Humbugh felt the same. Obviously, when you're finishing in the like 1-1X's, you almost always feel good anyway. But like, I could have seen a scenario where we were pretty far ahead, and I could also see a scenario where we were way, way behind. Which obviously is the one that ended up a little bit more materializing. There's just a lot of little variables in the way that this goes. Like we lost so much time doing those desert walks.
Yeah.
It was there was so much time lost to that, and we had to do it so many times too.
Basically, what happened for us is, as I was struggling of where to go, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the Dark World and do some stuff here because Humbugh had died." Then he's like, "Oh, there's a glove at the dam." I'm like, okay, screw this. I'm just gonna get this desert big key, bomb jump, find out where this goes, save quit, go get my. Oh, never mind. I'm right at Mini Moldorm Cave. I'll go grab my glove and go. Oh, look, here's a hammer. Cool, Dark World. Like, and had we just done desert earlier, it would have cost us a lot of time.
Yeah, we lost a ton of time to that, and I wasn't sure if you guys had scouted the boots, and so I wasn't sure if you guys knew. Oh, we got the mirror. Let's go rush straight there. Like there was just so many little things, and like none of them seemed to quite turn for us, and so like this was a fast seed for us. Like 1-2x is still a really fast time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's really difficult to like understand how well something's going when you're in a position like there's just so many things. Like, did you guys meet Turtle Rock? I don't actually know.
No.
Okay. Did you find the Turtle Rock big? You did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like we found the Turtle Rock big, and so I just came up there. I'm like, I'm gonna grab all this stuff, and it turned out being the ether that was the thing in pod. But that was like one of our last places to go anyway. At that point, I think we had a couple of entrances and.
Humbug covered Hookshot Cave and got a Turtle Rock map.
Yeah, I would do it. I bit my nails yesterday, so I can't.
Yeah.
You
guess
have
it
an
is a
own
big
will. You are strong in will, Alaszun. I believe in you.
Okay, well, so actually, what happened? I bit down on my fork while eating dinner in Vents Trans, but like that's really the only way I can explain what happened. But now I have no fingernail, or like a very very short fingernail.
All right, noted.
Alaszun, do you
Right.
prefer seeds like this that are so wide open, or do you feel like, I don't know, when you're playing one of these, you guys have done so many, do you like it a little bit more of a bottleneck?
I think this was a really fun seed to play and a not particularly fun seed to race. Like, I thought the seed was a lot of fun to play. Like, it was wide open at so many different points. Like, there was a lot of important information that flies at you. And at the same time, there was just, like, we just didn't know. Like we got the mirror, it's like, okay, well, I can see a world where they get the mirror and skip the bow on Catfish, which it looks like you guys didn't. Because I can look at the tracker. There was a world where like you guys don't go to Pyramid that you do. I mean, because I was gonna go to Catfish and then walk down to Pyramid Pod Eastern, and then I got all the stuff in Blind Hunt and Goomba's like, I'm just gonna come over. I need this stuff. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go Catfish and save and quit. And then of course I do my 87th desert walk of the seed to check all of the keys because I was the one who had all the keys at that point. Did you guys have Fire Rod when you hit Skull Woods, by the way?
No.
Okay, cool. That was one thing that I'm like, okay, if they had this, we're like so beyond toast. And I mean, if our exact comment was like, I found the hook shots, like, okay, cool, to go. It was like, actually, we're bleeped, because Humbug finished 2 minutes ago. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's not like, it was all within the realm. Like, I could see like, okay, there's a chance for this went well for us. I didn't play particularly well. Goomba doesn't think he played particularly well. But I don't think I played particularly badly either. I think it's just one of those things that it's just like sometimes the coin flip goes your way and sometimes the coin flip doesn't go your way.
It felt like the coin flip didn't go your way a lot.
Yeah,
in the seed, honestly.
The story for you guys was a lot of near misses. Just
Yeah, it was a lot of
we're in the right place at the right time.
yeah, a lot of I call heads, oh there's tails. I call heads, there's tails.
Which
A
is
lot.
ironic because we said we would replace the finals with a pair of coin flips in the scheduling thread, and we won both those coin flips. So
You used all
I
your
think-
luck, man. Yeah, use all your luck there. Well, regardless, you still get another game at minimum. You guys get a chance to even it up on Monday. Excited about that one. Honestly, watching these two teams, you guys are so good at this mode, and in particular the co-op aspect as well. It's a real pleasure getting a chance to watch the four of you do your thing.
I mean, win or lose, this has been a blast. Obviously, given how much Goomba and I have played, but like, we're not doing it because we're like, oh, hey, let's practice. It's just like this is actually really fun.
Yeah, for sure.
And we will probably take a long break from it after this tournament is done,
Sure,
because we've done so much. But at the same time, like, it's been fun to do. And I mean, like, looking at the teams, like, if I had to pick two finalists that were not us, I would have picked Humbug and telethar as one of the two. So, like, it's
I would have
not
picked
like
Fear Agent Moogle, but that's just me. So
that sounds very unbiased. Like I probably like if I had to pick two people that wasn't us, because it's so hard to just evaluate yourself, I would have picked Humbugh, Telethar, and Ramondaris.
Oh yeah.
Which is mostly because they were demolishing everybody in like every async.
It's just been fun to watch. You know, we've all been playing Crosskeys for a long time now, and we've all done a decent amount of co-op. But there hasn't been co-op Crosskeys like competitively. It's been fun to actually see how it all shakes out.
I'm sure Humbugh and Telethar will echo this as well, but like it's kind of crazy how much of a skill curve there is to the co-op aspect of this as well.
Oh yeah,
because
it's huge.
the amount of information you need to relay and the amount of like communication and creative thinking you need to be able to like segment the world correctly in a co-op centric way. Like if I was playing solo Crosskeys, when I get blindshot, I go to Catfish, I go to Pyramid, I go to Pot Eastern, like I'm just clearing that off. As soon as it was like, here's a bunch of stuff here, it becomes very, very quickly, okay, how do we segment this? Because Goomba's going to want to come over here. And so that was like, okay, I'm just going to go to Catfish and save and quit, and you can continue the route to Pyramid, and that's a good spot for us because I'm the one with all the desert keys. And so getting me there seems intelligent. And so, like, Sorry, go.
Yeah, sorry. I would venture so far as to say that the step in like difficulty curve between Crosskeys and co-op veterans is maybe even shorter than the step between co-op veterans and co-op Crosskeys. Like, I'm just comparing like my brain power usage from playing normal Crosskeys to playing co-op veterans.
Yeah,
it's a difference for sure. It is. But I think the difference is actually bigger when you compare co-op veterans to co-op Crosskeys.
Yeah.
I mean, another big difference with co-op veterans is that all the free take any hearts like really mitigate the fact that you're low percent for the entire team.
It's so easy to end up on a really, really gross low percent stuff in this mode, especially early on. Like, I mean, Fear was cast both of our semifinals, and like I think both times we were doing like 4 or 5 or 6 heart hammer blind at very, very important times. It's like, okay, like some of this, sometimes you're just not gonna get the goods, and sometimes one person is walking around with a sword and the other person can't, and like it's a lot.
But it's so dang fun. It
is like I can. It's very rare for me in a mode to have to feel like I am actually like actively engaging my brain in a difficult way. Like I've now played enough Crosskeys that I can kind of sleepwalk through Crosskey seeds. Like just from pure experience at this point. And so like I can read chat as I'm going along, I can meme along with it, I can kind of pay half attention, haha, whatever, talk to my wife if she comes in and says something. And I I looked at my chat for the first time like after I knew Humbugh had finished.
Yeah.
And so I think it's great. Like I love modes that do this too. Like I really love having my brain engaged like that in these games. Like it honestly, it's the thing that makes me interested in these games more than anything else.
For sure. All right, so game 2, Monday at the same time, 2:30 Eastern. Any final thoughts about this race or anything? Any trash talk before game number 2?
Nope.
The only trash I'm talking to is myself.
You don't Telethar, you don't want to tell us your true thoughts about how you think Goomba and Alaszun are trash?
No. I'll save that for after.
Okay. I got it.
I made a joke in his chat yesterday at one point, and I'm like, well, I've been really careful not to talk literally any trash before the finals until now.
Yeah.
There's like, let's just not give ammunition to have thrown at our teeth at the end.
No, it's 4 excellent runners, and excited to watch this. So good luck on Monday to both teams, and
Thank you.
It's been a lot of fun.
It's a win-win for us. Win, we win. Lose, we're done. Haha! Easy.
Yeah. All right. Well, GG's to you all, and again, good luck. Do want to shout out our trackers, Pixcalibur and Lady Laura Linda, for doing the track. I really appreciate that, especially Lady Laura Linda pitching in last second. Sigma, I think this is the first time that we've done done comms together. Been trying to get this for a while, so thank you so much for doing this today.
This is my pleasure. It was very enjoyable.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Really fast for a Crosskey seed too.
Yeah.
So
You can't blink like at all.
yep. All right, that's gonna do it. Come back Monday, speed gaming for the finals, game number 2
On this channel.
On this channel, and we'll be here for more 216 podcast co-op Crosskeys. Thanks so much for hanging, and have a good Saturday.
You'll have a good night.